Hello, welcome to Itza Nails. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I changed this design. My nails have a little bit of growth, but not too bad. But mostly, I just wanted to change them, make them a little bit shorter, change the shape, and make them easier for me to work with. So come along on this journey. So for starters, I have my nail dust collector here. This really helps me whenever I'm working with filing. It just absorbs most of the dust. And then here's my handy dandy little electric file from Koopa. I've had this for many years. It even has a little crack, but that's okay. She's still working. And then these are the gel polishes that I'm going to be using, staying on the neutral side. And then a little bit of glitter that you see right here. This one is from Basic Martha Stewart craft glitter. It's like a rose gold and I love the color that this glitter has. Then I'm going to be using my safety bit. I actually got this one at Sally's Beauty Supply for like $15 and it's really good. So I use that tip to kind of go around the cuticle area wherever I have the acrylic that has grown out, and then I try to file down as much as possible without getting to my natural nail. I really like using this because it helps me prevent filing too much on the skin, but I also have to rely on my fingers, so I pull back the skin a little bit so that it doesn't get in the way and protect it from the nail bit. But as you can see, I'm only going around the area where there's acrylic. I want to make sure so that we don't overfile our natural nail, because that is a no-no. That is really bad. But anyways, I am closely observing, looking around areas, making sure there's nothing I need to file, like this area right here. That's a problem area that could become a lifting. So I'm going to change my bits because that one, because of the roundness of the point of it, it's kind of hard. So I'm getting this one with the straight edge barrel. This one, I'm going to use it gently on a low speed, just a little bit before it starts to lift, so that it doesn't actually become a bigger lifting problem. So I try to file a little bit before where the area that seems to be lifting. If you guys have any questions about how to tell when a nail might be lifting, let me know in a comment and I'll try to better explain it in another video. Also, I wanted to draw attention to how I'm holding the barrel. I'm not pointing it down. I'm not doing it like leaning towards one side or another. I'm trying to keep it flat parallel to my nail, because otherwise if I'm tipping my nail file one way or another, it's going to hurt and then damage my natural nail. Also, I'm relying on my finger for support to keep my filing more stable. But as you can see here, I've removed almost all of the acrylic at the nail design, and now I'm just working on changing the length of my tip and the shape, because I want more of a little rounded kind of shape. So here I'm showing you, I'm using my homemade nail dehydrator. I have no issues with it. I have not noticed any lifting, and I saved myself the money instead of buying a already made nail dehydrator. And then this is a nail primer that I'm using this time. I tried to just put a little bit only on the natural nail. If you have a little bit of flooding, like if you put a little bit too much like I did on the thumb, I go back with like I clean my brush and kind of dab away the excess. But here I'm showing you the brush that I'm using. I believe, I can't tell because see right here, it's kind of already erased, but I believe that's a number 8 Kolinsky from Alpha brush. I really loved it, but I'm showing you how I keep my brush. I keep it nice and flat. And then these are the products that I'm using. I love Mia's Secret. It's a really good, affordable, but good brand. So this is how I apply my acrylic. I do a little bit of a bead right up on top, as close as possible to the cuticle, but without touching the cuticle. And then I pat, and then swipe down on the edges. And then I move on to the center of the nail. I found this the easiest for me to keep my bead in place and not get into the skin. I repeat the same, apply a pearl in kind of the middle of the nail, and then again pat, and then swipe down on the edges, and then move on to the middle, and then swipe up to join my newest pearl to the one that I had previously laid. And then again I do one at the tip of the nail, and then I just pat it down towards the previous pearl and then do the sides again, making sure I cover it, and swipe to blend it in with the previous pearls. And then as you can see, I continuously clean my sides and also continuously make sure to clean my brush and swipe it so that I don't get any residue stuck. Here I noticed that I needed a little bit more, so I got a smaller pearl and then just carefully patted it. I gently went ahead and worked with it around the cuticle area and then made sure it covered all the necessary spots, cleaning my side walls. And then also, like I said, the best thing to do to keep a brush in good condition is to wipe it while you're working, and then that way you'll minimize any gunk or stuck on acrylic which can potentially damage your brush, and then making the application that much harder. So I do the same to all of my nails. I'm just building a basic base on all of my nails because mostly the design is going to consist of gel polish, not acrylic. So I'm just basically making the base of the nail with acrylic and then the design in gel. Here I'm just finally shaping the acrylic after it has dried. I'm gonna gently do it with my arbor band. I don't really need to do that much because the better we work on our application and make sure that it's the best laid application, then we don't have to over file too much. After I removed all the dust, I'm showing you these are the nail polishes. These are actually color changing. They change by temperature, and it's by Madame Glam. I really do like them. They are very responsive, which I'll show you towards the end. And then I flash cure them for between each one. So I'll polish that one and then I'll flash cure it for about 10-15 seconds, take it out, and then continue with the next nail and repeat the same thing. I'll flash cure it for about 10-15 seconds just so that my gel polish doesn't move around and kind of like sets it in place. Now after I've desired the desired coats, it's usually around 2 to 3 coats, then I'm going to move on to this design. I'm using my little fine nail art brush and dipping it in some gel polish, and I'm just making my design. And again, between each design I flash cure it, and I just like to flash cure to make sure it doesn't distort, I don't accidentally distort it, or because you know how a gel polish can start to move around, so I flash cure it to set it in place. And here the way that I do my heart, as you see, is 2 little dots and then make it into a V. Afterwards, what you see me here is do the top coat. And I first did 1 layer of top coat, then cured it completely, and then I did another layer of top coat and then sprinkled it with glitter. And after it's been cured, I go ahead and remove the excess glitter from my skin and my nails. And then to clean the tacky layer, I like to use Synergy Wipe from Organic Nails. And I like it because I've noticed when I use this, it doesn't make my nails opaque. It keeps the shine, different from alcohol. But this is the end result. As you can see, the tips are already changing color. I do have Raynaud's and my hands tend to be really cold, so the majority of the time I see the color that you see here on the tip. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, subscribing if you haven't done so. I'd really appreciate it. Giving this video a thumbs up helps so much, sharing the video, commenting. But anyways, here is the end result. I'll show you a picture side by side of how both colors look. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.